Bitcoin booming, climbing above $43,000, hitting a new high for the year. Here with us now, Bitcoin Foundation Chairman and Tether co-founder, Brock Pierce. Brock, it's great to have you on set. Thanks for being here. Look, you look at Bitcoin, the volatility, everything we've seen in the industry, all the headlines, all the fraud, the trials. If you invested in Bitcoin over the past year, you're up 157%. If you were invested over the last 5 years, you're up more than 1,000%. And a lot of people, I'm guessing you're going to say there's room to run here. How should investors be looking at this?
Well, we see these in trends. And so as you pointed out, a lot of bad behavior and negative events that obviously drove us down to those lows. And eventually that runs its course. The bad actors are gone. The industry's gone through a cleanse or a purge. And eventually the fundamental tenets of the cryptography, which is indisputably real and works, and uncertainty in markets have led to people in a flight to safety saying, hey, this looks like a good asset again. And we've gone through these cycles repeatedly. And in this instance, right in time for the holidays, it's going to be a more joyful Hanukkah and Christmas for everyone celebrating. So do I think it can go higher? Absolutely. If we look historically, we're in obviously a momentum, things are moving in a positive direction. And with crypto, it often goes higher than it should.
Yeah.
And then comes,
well, that's what people want to know. Like, am I in higher than it should territory right now or not?
Well, usually, and it depends if this is, going to do what it usually does. We go through these long cycles, and then we get big bull runs. And if it's anything like the past, we may see all-time highs. But the past is not indicative. Is not going to determine our future. I would advise everyone don't invest more than you're willing to lose, and make informed decisions for yourself. Not because I say so, but I'm still a believer in what Bitcoin represents, and I think there's tremendous opportunity here. Innovation, it continues to be innovative. And I would encourage everyone to be informed. If you haven't bought any Bitcoin yet, maybe start with $20 so that you learn how it works and invest in your own knowing, your own education.
That sounds like good advice. But along with kind of increasing that transparency and tracking this innovation, there are also calls for regulation. And some of that kind of circles around, Tether, your cryptocurrency that you've co-founded, because there have been reports that it's been used by terrorist organizations, most recently by Hamas. I mean, you've been talking about this yourself. Just curious about, what you think about the calls for regulation on cryptocurrency, really coming from the Department of Treasury right now, as we're seeing terrorists also, engaging in the trade of cryptos.
Yeah, I mean, clearly bad actors are always going to do what they do. And terrorist organizations are always looking for any new tool to assist in their terrorist endeavors. Money obviously is used. Traditional finance tends to be the primary use. As a percentage, this is obviously not a major problem, but something where people need to be vigilant. If you run a business where things like this might occur, it's important that you are responsible. And as much as possible, take that responsibility serious and self-regulate as best you can. And that's essential. You can't wait on regulators to do what they're going to do. This is, people's lives. And so I'm actually quite proud of what the industry has done in attempting to identify with their know your customer, coordinating with law enforcement and the things that are necessary to at least mitigate these things as best you can. Obviously, the world isn't perfect. You do the best you can and every day get up and do it better. And so I'm quite proud of what's happened here, that those that are in a position of stewardship and responsibility are being responsible. But always you have to do more.
But unfortunately, we don't have Brock Pierce at the helm of every cryptocurrency, right? Who's coming out here to talk about, 240% increase in Tether being used for terror financing and what you're going to do about it. So do we need more government oversight and regulation to make sure, that crypto is not falling into the hands of these bad actors like Hamas?
Well, the answer with regulation, just like technology, it's amoral. It's neither good or bad. How we use it determines the impact it has. The same is true of regulation. There's sensible regulation, and there's bad regulation. And hopefully now our government and our legislators and our regulators have been working in the industry long enough that they know the difference. when you start doing things where you don't know what you're doing, bad things can happen. And the question is, who is the regulator? Is it the SEC? Is it the CFTC? And these are debates and discussions that have been going on for a while to make sure that we do things that are in America's best interest, that we continue to stay the leader of innovation, and we don't do things that are going to impact our collective future. And I hope that, I spend a lot of my time in D.C. continuing to have those conversations to make sure that those are in a position to make these decisions, make the best decisions possible for us.
Brock Pierce, we are so glad you stopped by. Thank you so much. We hope you come back very soon.